at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Taylor has it.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Past the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll run play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Sooners are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught over the middle, and it's Gibson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 47.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get him first.
Bring in the heat. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. man, that sucks.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off. and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. But forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Stribling. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A strike downfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it. It's Ott. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sooners in the hurry up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Gibson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Gibson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burks. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Passes sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. He's a touchdown. Oklahoma. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll try to get outside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. At the 35, he's open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Running to the left. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give is to Taylor. Oh, what a move. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Gets it out fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Second down.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense showing blitz here. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got some room, it was over.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown,
little skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it.
Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
And the Knowles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Moving away from pressure. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive going.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Going to run it. It's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Finds his tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Got it set up on the outside. Smashes it with the stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Going over the top. Ball's in the deep ball. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move to keep running. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's in open space downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's blocked. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Back to throw, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. Shakes off the defender. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their faith.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
There's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score.
Turning it on! Touchdown Seminoles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pauly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grabbed behind the line, it's Love. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for offense as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Carr. Caught near the sticks, it's Pauly. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Pauly. Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with the stiff arm. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Looking for a big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Holmes. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Trying play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the 2nd half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The pitch. Got room to work. Inside the 20 and out of bounds, and the 19 on the big run.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Holmes. There he goes. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Catch in the middle, it's locked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Kill. Ringo. To the air, it's Carr. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, no!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Knowles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He's got it along the sideline. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
As to be expected, nowhere close being good from that distance. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns in 21 points.
And that's exactly what you knew you were going to get. If you're kicking a field goal more than half the field, like, you know you're going to miss. I don't know what the purpose is, but congratulations. There's a miss. Put it on his ledger.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Holmes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Takes the handoff. It's Love. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air, it's Carr. He unleashes a long one. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6.